Okay, let's talk about Good evening, everyone. My name is J2020, and today I will be walking you through the very beginnings of my next big project or next startup. I'm gonna be calling it POTE. P-O-T-E, POTE. It's short for potential, which is short for potential. It's just something me and my buddies down at San Diego we say, and it's something we say in a situation when something is just good, like oh, this breakfast burrito is POTE, or like, dude, that girl over there, she POTE as heck. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. You can just say it, like, it just applies to everything, you know? So yeah, we're gonna be starting POTE today. I'm going to be showing you exactly how to start a billion-dollar company from day one. And the end goal for this project, $100,000, $100,000. I'm just gonna say it right now. 10 plots, okay? 10 plots, that's the goal. So yeah, so here, let's just get started right now. We're gonna be speed running this too as well. So how does one actually get started with building a mobile app from scratch? There are two things that you can do to do this. Number one, learn Python. I think that's the general consensus of the programming community, that it's the easiest language to learn, to get started with. Maybe Scratch, but yeah. And number two, learn Flutter. Shout out Marco El Napoli. You should definitely buy Beginning Flutter, a hands-on guide to app development. This book is super comprehensive, takes you through all kind of little side projects. Throughout the whole entire book, you're just building little projects with Mark, and he guides you through everything very seamlessly, and you even get to build a app at the end. And he also takes you through what I think is a really important part, which is getting the backend connected with the front end. And yeah, definitely get this book. Screen recording? Yeah, let's go. So I'm gonna Control-Shift-P, Flutter new project. So I forgot to tell you the tech stack we're gonna be using for this project is going to be Flutter and Firebase, just like every other project that I've ever done. And yeah, it's going to be okay. So using VS Code, I did Flutter new project. It will create this app file for you, and it has all the normal configurations and everything. You don't need to do anything. So yeah, I'm going to show you what this creates. So by the way, I'm using Visual Studio Code to code, and my tech stack is going to be Flutter and Firebase, plus Rive for SVG animations. Flutter is the front end of the app. So when I say front end, I mean like drawing everything on the screen, getting the data where it needs to be, basically building the core app that's all going to be using Dart, which is the language that Flutter uses. And yeah, and Firebase, I'll talk more about that later. So I wanted to do a little segment on POTE and what my vision for the app is. So my vision right here, people getting annoyed at their friends when they brag about their maxed out skill trees on POTE. I want someone to just have like cracked stats with like a bunch of like little skill trees maxed out, and then like bragging about all their stuff and people just getting jealous, you know. That would be really, really cool. It'll be a cause of beef, and I think that would be very interesting to introduce into the world today. So yeah, there's three aspects of this app. There's a game part. There's where I'm gonna put like little characters and everything that you could like, I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know like if this is even gonna be in the app. I don't know. Like that's like the entire point of like the startup. Like you just don't know. So yeah, second aspect, social, people laughing, you know, like people singing, people lurking, you know, all that good stuff. And third part, personal development, unleash your potential. And you combine all those three things, you get POTE. And yep. And another big part about my app, I'm just really fixated on this. I don't know why. I just want to really use hexagons. So GitHub is a very essential tool for any kind of development. It's a version control tool, or this just means a tool to help you keep track of your progress and changes as you code. And this is super important to utilize because as you're coding, you're going to be making a lot of changes, a lot of things that you're going to be developing, and you have to have a way to keep track of all your progress and everything. So yeah, this is the tool to do it. So what I do, it's super simple. Just as you're coding, do these commands in your terminal periodically in the top level directory. That just means like have the terminal be in like the outermost directory where like all your project files are. So just do git add dot adding everything, git commit short message here describing what you did, and then push this, and then this will upload it all to this online thing that you'll see later. And yeah, if you're working with others, learn about Git branching. It's a super useful tool to help facilitate the process of like combining code, merging code, reviewing code, and all that. And I'm going to walk you through the first thing you should do when you start your startup files, and that is getting GitHub set up. And GitHub is a very, very, very special friend of mine. He's always been reliable to me whenever I need him, and yeah. So yeah, I'm going to do this. So you're just gonna go on GitHub, make an account, click create a new repository, and then you're gonna give it a name, give it a description. Code is Poe. Then I'm gonna make it private just because it's a startup. None of y'all are gonna be able to see my code. Actually, low-key open source. Low-key open source? Nah, I'm private. So yeah, we're gonna create this repository, and what this is basically doing is on GitHub servers, like far, far away. I don't know, like in like Colorado or something. They like store basically your project and all the versions as you've like developed, if you've like properly done like version control, which is like basically saying like keeping track of like the changes that you make. So like Google Docs history, kind of like that. So yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the terminal, and then we're gonna type in a couple simple commands. So git init, that's gonna initialize the program in this. Oh, and before this you have to like download GitHub, but that's like pretty easy. So yeah, we're gonna just add everything, git add dot for the whole directory, and then we're gonna commit everything. I'm gonna just set the message to be init, and then make a branch. Oh, wait, is that how you do it? Oh no. Do that. Oh. That's gonna set like this local file, like this, all these files right here. That's gonna set this branch to main, which is basically like the main branch. And as like you make changes, it like you like go off the main branch, and then you like merge them into like the main. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you do that. Git remote add origin, and then you push this onto here. It's gonna be writing. It's gonna be writing. You might have to answer a couple like permission questions, but yeah. If I reload this, now all of this is online for everyone to see if it's public, but mine is private. Therefore, yeah. I want to talk about Firebase. So Firebase here, Firebase is a backend as a service. It allows one to set up databases really easily, and the upsides, it's made by Google, so it's super easy to integrate with Flutter, which is also made by Google. It has automatic scaling, which means like as your app gets bigger and gets more users, the speed that you get your data and everything, it's gonna like stay the same as long as your like calls are like written well. And it's very easy to read, write, and query your data. It's super convenient to just start off. And also the pricing, it's free to start, but also I don't know how much it costs later if the app actually blows up, because that's never happened for me. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So yeah, this is Firebase. This is just like one of the apps that I've made in the past, and we're gonna be seeing like what we use, which is Firestore. This is a very simple way to store your data. So we have like certified OGs, ArcDog, Braden, Menkeep, Tateo. These are all my homies right here. They all helped me test out this app. So like, yeah, we're gonna be having like little entries right here that hold our data, and this is all like in a server somewhere. Server is just another name for a computer far away. And yeah, So we're just gonna do this, but for our app in a little bit. But before that, I wanted to show you Rive, a really cool online editor that we're gonna be using to make the graphics for the app, for like the, I don't know, like the gaming aspect. But yeah, I'm gonna show you. This is just a little animation I made to test out the software. It's kind of funny. It's just actually it's not that funny. It's just basketball bouncing. Oh wait, look at that. Isn't that cool? But yeah, we're gonna be doing this, and before we actually get started with anything, oh, I forgot to show you. This is like the app that that is running when you first initialize the project from base. So you just have you have pushed the button this many times, text right here, and then this like dynamic like texting. So like once you press this button, it's gonna like increment this, and yeah, this is all you have. And from this page, you just keep on expanding, and that's how everything is gonna work. So yeah. So that's it for today. You
been recording this whole time?
No.
Huh?
No.
You been recording this whole time?
Hmm? I haven't been recording shit. But yeah, this is the conclusion of the video that we made today. Tune in for
Russian dance?
Huh? Do it. Oh my god. Choke. We're gonna be taking you through the process of the startup in later videos. Tune in. In the next video, I'm going to be setting up the backend and connecting it, and then from there, yeah, we'll just start typing away. Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you guys stay throughout the whole journey.
And like.
Yeah, subscribe and like. Make sure to stay notified. Anything else I should say?
Stay blessed.
Stay blessed.
And happy.
And happy. Alright. See you guys.